What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mr. Sub, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build an unlimited XP farm or a Kelp XP farm for your Minecraft survival worlds. And if you are new to the channel and you do find this video useful, please consider giving the video a like, hitting that subscribe button and ding donging that notification bell. Okay, so make sure you stick around till the end of the video because the final step of this is the most important step. And without it, this XP farm will not work. So first things first, let me show you how this farm works. So I've just jumped over into my survival realm. So this farm I use probably on a daily basis for enchanting and also repairing my tools, my armor, my elytra, everything. And I just keep it in here. Oh, but before we do this, I'm just gonna go kill myself in game so I can reset my levels. 2 secs. Okay, so I've killed myself in the game, and now as you can see I'm down to 0 levels. But this bottom chest is the most important on the farm. You have to let this fill naturally, otherwise it's not going to work. You're going to get 0 XP from it. And you can also use the kelp then to fill up the fuel, and this is where your kelp's going to go. So as you can see, I've got 0 levels, and we're going to start to see how quickly I can get to level 30. So take this and this. Now you don't have to wait for it to build up to a stack. You can take it out one by one and you're still going to get the same amount of XP. The one thing you do have to do is exit out of the smoker each time you've collected a piece, and like that I'm level 30. So like I said before, you can use your kelp then, turn them into blocks, and you can put them back into the system as fuel. So this will essentially fuel itself and put your leftovers in the chest. So let's get down to the build, and one more thing, let me know in the comments if you want me to give this seed away. I've spawned in and this is probably the best mesa biome I've ever seen. But less of that, let's get into what we need to make this build. So a few things you're going to need for this build. You're going to need 4 sticky pistons and 4 normal pistons, 1 repeater, 4 redstone torches, 1 lever, 10 redstone dust, a stack of building blocks. You're going to need 4 slabs, 10 hoppers, 6 chests. You're going to need a minimum of 8 kelp, 4 glass panes, 4 buttons, 2 smokers, 2 buckets of water, and 12 sand, which I've forgotten to add in the video. Okay, so we're going to start out by making a hole and placing a redstone torch down like so. Then another hole 1 block behind and placing your redstone dust. Place 1 building block on top of both holes with a repeater in the middle like so, and if it's flashing you've done it right. So we're just going to place a lever and switch that off. Next, come around the back of the lever, and this block here you're going to start by making a line of sticky pistons. So just place your 4 pistons down like so, then grab some redstone and place that from this block around the back of the pistons. Now if you've done this part right, you'll see that all piston arms are extended. So just go ahead and place a redstone torch on the end piston with a block on top. Place another redstone torch with another block on top. If I can get up there, let me just fly. So a block on top of that as well, there we go, and another torch on top. Now build 1 block back and then 4 blocks, 1 block back and then 4 blocks to the side so it goes in line with the bottom pistons, and place 4 temporary blocks on top. So this is where your pistons are going to go. So grab your standard pistons and place them on these blocks here, and now you can get rid of your temporary blocks. Grab your redstone and place that along the back like so. So you should have something that looks a little bit like this now. We're just going to test it, and that's all working, so that's perfect. So we move on to the next step. So grab your sand and place 2 blocks on the face of each standard piston, so they fall down on the arms of the sticky pistons, and place a line of sand in front of the sticky pistons also. Next, grab your building blocks and you want to tidy up the back a little bit. Just make sure no sand is showing at the back like so, and I'm also going to do the same to the sides. But make sure you don't place a block here That's going to be important for the end of the video. Without that step, this isn't going to work. So I'm just going to fill out the gaps and make it look a little bit tidier. But I can't place one there because of the repeater. Okay. So what we want to do now is place a line of blocks across the front and on top like so, and 2 blocks either side. So as long as the only sand you can see is on the top, so that's where the kelp is going to go. So I'm just going to square this off just so it looks a little bit tidier. And what we're going to do is come 1 block in front of this and build 3 blocks high. Like so, and the same on the other side. Perfect. We're going to come across the top of the pistons and below the pistons. So you should have this sort of room where your kelp's going to live, and it should all be looking a little like this now. Place some more building blocks across the top, and now you want to grab your slabs. So what we're going to do with the slabs, they're going to go on the top, and that's where your water's going to go. Now grab some more building blocks, and we're going to place 4 temporary blocks across this wall like so. Ignore that chest, we just need 2 chests in the middle, and get rid of these blocks behind now. So grab your hoppers, and you're going to place 2 hoppers in the back of this chest and a hopper either side. So just crouch place like so. Grab some more building blocks, and from the sides of these hoppers we're going to build up 3. So 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be either side. Next, grab your glass panes and place them across the top of all 4 hoppers from one side to the other. Grab your buttons and place them on the underside of the roof, like so. Next, grab your water and place a bucket of water on each slab at the top. So you should have a nice flow now going into your hoppers like this. And you can plant your kelp 2 on each slot like I said before, but without 2 on each slot this isn't going to work. So now it's time to grab our smokers. We're going to place 1 underneath each chest with a hopper on top of both. So the chest goes into the hoppers, and we're going to place 1 hopper either side like so, with a chest on top, just like that and that. Perfect. So you should have something that looks like this now. I'm just going to fill this in there and on the other side. You can leave the back open, it's up to you. But you should have something that looks a little bit like this now. So we're just gonna dig out underneath the smokers like so we can put our collection chest like that. So your chests are gonna go on these blocks here, so you need a way to get underneath. So I can put the hoppers on, so place 1 and 2, then come around and place your hoppers in the back, 1 and 2, and that's it done. So obviously fill in any gaps you've made. I like to make things neat like I said, so I'm just going to grab some red sand and fill in this hole like so, and these 2, there we go. So it should all look like this now with your collection chest in the floor. So all you need to do now is just add some starter fuel to your chests. So they go down into the hoppers and into the smokers. But once this thing's going, it's going to start creating fuel for itself. So that's the only time you're going to need to put your fuel in. Now on to the most important part of this build. Without this part now, this isn't going to work. So what you need to do, this block we left earlier, we're just going to dig down. And you need to remove every block underneath the extended piston arms at the bottom. This space needs to be clear, otherwise it's not going to work. So once you've done that, you can just fill the gaps back in like so, and place my block there. Now let's test to see if it's all working. And just like that, you get an unlimited kelp supply on a 1-tick basis. Your XP farm is filling up like no one's business, and within no time you're going to have a lot of XP. So what I'd recommend to do now is AFK for a little while, just until that bottom double chest is completely full. That case, you're going to get the most XP possible out of this machine. So that's it. That's your Kelp XP farm made. I hope it was easy to follow along. I hope you managed to build it. If you've had any issues with it at all, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.